Good morning and welcome to my channel. It's Lindsay here from So Sweet Samuel. This is take 2. It's the 20th of November today, 2023, and it's about 8:45 in the morning. This is the second take for my video, as I've just had a phone call from the hospital. I was due to go for my first session of acupuncture for my arthritis. Milo's tail causing a shadow. I was due to go for my first session of acupuncture this morning at 12 o'clock, and I've just had a phone call to say it's been cancelled. Yeah, shush Milo, don't start. No, don't start, not starting the video again. Don't be naughty. So, anyway, let's start again. I've been waiting for that appointment since August. Well, before August, really. I had the phone call in August to say that he would get me in for these sessions. I have got another one booked for next Monday. I've got the next 6 weeks booked, but you know when you're all really looking forward to something, you're really hopeful for something. Come up here, Milo. Go give me a cuddle. Oh, big boy. Go give me a cuddle. All right, big boy. Good boy. So, this is Milo. For those of you that haven't met the noise box, that is Milo. Don't drink my tea. Sit down. Sit down. So I haven't got very long this morning because I'm about to start tutoring at 9:30. So this won't be as long as normal, or as long as the last few have. And we're leading up to Vlogmas, so I will be back every day in December. Fingers crossed, all being well. Won't we? Eh? Eh? We'll be back in December. Your noisiness. Milo noisiness. You can sit down. Sit down. Then people can see you. They can't see you just standing up like that. Eh? So, welcome to returning viewers, returning subscribers, and a big hello and welcome to anybody who's new and just come over to my channel. You're very, very welcome, and it's lovely to have you here joining us, isn't it, Milo? Milo does like to get involved, likes to get his voice heard, don't you? Hey, Mummy's baby. Mummy's baby. Milo is a 3-year-old cockapoo. And he does think he's human, but then that's my fault because I do baby him. And he likes to have the attention, as you can see. This is what I have to put up with when I'm tutoring, when I'm doing anything that doesn't involve him having 100% attention. So sit down then, Mai. So I've got a few finished objects to show you, some plans. I've got one acquisition to show you. I have had other things. I've had my advent calendar start to come in, so I've had my gorgeous advent calendar arrive from Paula from So Sweet, from Stitched by Mrs. D. Obviously I haven't opened it. It's sitting under the tree. We put one of our trees up yesterday in the conservatory. That's Samuel's tree. Samuel put two little short videos up yesterday on YouTube, just showing you the middle room and the conservatory yesterday. So if you want to see what Samuel's tree is like, he hasn't got any handmade anything sort of that he made from school. There's nothing on there now. He's made his tree very grown up and it's all blue and silver. So it's lovely. So if you want to see what Samuel's little tree looks like, and then my little white twiggy tree with lots of handmade items on, you can go and look on YouTube. There's 2 little videos that Samuel just put up yesterday. So the first thing I'm going to show you, I mentioned this last time, but I called it my boyfriend's hat, but it's not. It's my brother's favourite hat. It's a pattern on Ravelry, and it's a very simple hat. It is a paid for pattern, but it's a very simple hat, and I just knitted this out of the leftover yarn that I had from Ryan's jumper. I've still got loads left. It's definitely going to be something I knit again. I might make another one for my brother. This is for Mark. It is quite big actually, but if Mark doesn't want it, I will have it, but I will definitely knit another one for my brother. It's not for you. I know you probably could do with a hat, couldn't you? Right, sit down because you're right in the way now. Sit down. Sit down. So this was super quick to make. Another alternative to having socks on the go, having a hat on the go, nice and quick and easy just to make. Didn't take, well, I probably had 100-gram ball left and I probably got a good 30-40 grams left, if not more. So it doesn't take a lot of yarn. I just did it out of commercial DK yarn, knit up really quickly. I haven't blocked it. Stick it on your head, that blocks it, doesn't it? But it fits nicely, it fits on me nicely. What I like about it, it comes right down the back of my neck, so you can wear it like that, or you can wear it a bit like a beanie, but it comes right down on the back of my neck, so that's why I really like it actually, and that's why I might wear it a little bit, because it is nice and cozy on the back of my neck. So I can see me wearing this quite a bit, if Mark doesn't want it, or I will be making myself one. I folded the brim up because it is quite big, but yeah, I will be making myself one, probably not in this colour, well definitely not in this colour, but not in pink either. I don't think I'd walk around with a pink hat on, but maybe in, I don't know what colour I would do, but yeah, so that's okay. So that was a quick make. I finished my mum's socks, so these are the disastrous socks that I told you about, that I casted on one and it was a different size to the other one that I'd casted on. So I have, oops, this sock blocker is very small, so I do now have 2 socks. So these are just West Yorkshire spinners. I can't remember the colourway for these, but I have a pair, as you can see. These were knit on 2.5 needles, I think, with 64 stitches. My mum likes quite a longish leg. So the leg is as long as the foot virtually. As you can see, not really a lot to tell you because they're just a perfectly plain pair of socks there, but they're nice. My mum, I've still got to finish the other half for my brother, so you will see another pair that look exactly the same, which are for my brother, but obviously they're slightly larger. So that's another finish object. Works in progress. Okay, so I have got a sock, which is a work in progress. I moved over to all my Christmas project bags or winter project bags. So this is a gorgeous project bag I bought last year from the lovely Jeanette from Crafty Clegs. I love this project bag, I really do. I think this is the only one I've got from Jeanette, but I absolutely adore this project bag because I love gingerbread men. Quite often I will have a gingerbread theme at Christmas. I made a really nice gingerbread bunting the other year. I made it from this book. I made this gingerbread bunting from Mandy Shaw. I'll show it to you one day in Vlogmas. And I love anything to do with gingerbread for Christmas. I'm thinking for my Christmas now to have something gingerbready. So I love this bag. I think she included a gingerbread stitch marker actually. Oh, that's what I didn't bring out. I've got some of her I'm a Clegger stitch markers now. Her daughter spoke about all her followers should be Cleggers, so I've got some of her I'm a Clegger stitch markers now. So I'm officially in the Clegger gang now. I'm a Clegger. So I love this bag, and it's not that Christmassy really, is it? There is a Christmas tree on there, but you could use this throughout winter really. So although there is a Christmas tree, it's not overly Christmas. And I mean, I love Christmas all year round. Anyway, so I made this sock for Ryan's girlfriend Amy, and this is actually, now some people might frown upon me here, but this is made from Lidl sock wool. A couple of weeks ago, Lidl was having a knitting in the middle of Lidl. They were having knitting things, and Gemma from Midnight Diary went in and she got me some sock yarn, and thought I'll give it a go. My goodness, it knits up beautifully. You've got 2 balls, a pattern ball and then a plain ball, and I think it was $5.99 or $6.99 for the 2. It knits up absolutely beautifully. So this is the crunkled sock pattern. Amy only has little feet, thank goodness, and I've just gone for a shorty pair. So this is the crunkled sock by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bear. I've done a 2x1 rib and then done 2 repeats of the pattern on the leg, and I think I've done 5 repeats of the pattern down the foot. But this yarn is knitting up beautifully, and Oh, I've barely started. I think I've just done a little bit of the rib. I'm not even going to show you because I've just done a little bit of the rib on the other one because I've been working on something else. But absolutely beautiful. Let me show it to you like this. I love this pattern. It's such a simple pattern, the crunkle sock pattern. And I just love this. I mean, you would pay £8.99 for this yarn if it was West Yorkshire Spinners, and I got 2 balls for £6.99. So it's really pretty. Obviously I don't know what it's going to wash like, but at the moment I've had no problems with it knitting. It hasn't split, there's been no knots in it, it's been lovely. So yeah, very, very happy with that. So that's my socks. Okay, let me just tick this off. Tick, tick. Okay, oh dear, another work in progress, and I'm really proud of this. I've never done anything like this before. So last year I signed up for the Helen Stewart knit event, and I brought all the patterns. I think there was 5 patterns, and I wasn't going to do it this year. And then one of my friends, Lorraine, hi Lorraine, she mentioned a couple of weeks ago that if you bought it, you got it for a reduced price of £10 or something. That offer's now gone. I think it's back up to £18, which is still good value because you get 5 patterns. So it's still good value for money. But I decided to sign up for it and get it, so I did. And a new pattern is released every Thursday, and they're all dessert themed. So we've had the trifle shawl, which is the main project, a bit like last year the anthology throw was the main project. So the trifle shawl, hello darling, is the main project. Then this one that I'm going to show you is a wrap, or is a shawl, sorry. So the other one was maybe a wrap. Then they've had a cow, and I'm not sure what it was last week. But a lot of the dyers seem to be going down a dessert and cake theme as well. My advent calendar from Dandelion Design was all cake and dessert themed as well. Lots of the dyers seem to be going down that. So I've decided to start knitting. Yes, I know. The Turkish Delights shawl. Excuse me, just wipe my nose. Cold out here. Okay, I'm knitting the Turkish Delights shawl. It does seem a bit weird knitting a Turkish Delight shawl in blue yarn, but I'm knitting this for my mum. Which way round is the front? This is the front. Can you see that? Okay. So you have a little plain bit of just garter, then you have a lacy bit, then you have garter, then you have lace again, garter, lace, garter. Oh my goodness, this is just, it is lovely to knit. It's a very simple, about a 6-7 row repeat on the lacy part. It is absolutely beautiful, and I'm knitting this out of the yarn I bought from Scotland, from King Craig in Dornoch. Well, I say I'm knitting it out of that. I did have to go online and buy some more because this is 4-ply, and I had some wool that I was going to use for my mum, and I was trying to wind it up one day. I was watching a Christmas film and I sat there trying to wind it up, and the yarn kept sticking. Did I say to you it kept sticking together, and then it kept snapping and breaking and sticking and snapping? I did, didn't I? Because I said I was waiting for this to arrive. It just kept sticking and snapping, so in the end I just binned it, and I got this yarn instead. So this came, so I got 3 balls of this. They're 100 grams. They come skeined up for you, caked up for you, and I think it was £12, and then obviously the postage on top. So a bargain for hand dyed yarn, and it smells, I really like it. I just keep sniffing it. So this is lamb's wool, 4-ply lamb's wool, held double, and I think where am I now? I think I'm nearly at 60% of the pattern. So I'm just loving this. So actually this has been getting a lot of love. So I hope I'm going to have enough. I've got that much left, and then I've got one ball left because I just ordered 3 balls. So the third ball, I think I'm going to have to split it into 2 cakes. But I'm loving that, absolutely loving that. So that's called the Turkish Delight shawl. So I was going to do the Stillness shawl by Helen Stewart, which I will still do, but that was huge. That was almost like half the size of the anthology, so I will still do that for my mum at some point, but I thought this is more doable to get it finished in time. So I love that. My Highland cow is really coming on nicely. It's all sewn together now. It's all the bits are sewn, all the components are sewn. I just now need to sew all the bits together to put it together, so that's done. Another project now you may have seen on Instagram and other YouTubers have been buying these stick and stitch patches. Now if you've watched me for a while, I've used these before because in 2021 I completed an Advent stitch along where every day you got a small one of these and we attached it to a piece of fabric and we sewed it and we made a embroidery. It's indoors because it's up on display now, so I'll show it to you over Vlogmas. I had another one last year and I made about 4 stitches on it and didn't do any more. So everybody has been buying these and attaching them to felt and making felt Christmas tree decorations. Well, I ordered these and I ordered them off of Etsy, and I'm going to say they were about, I don't know, between 12 and 15 pounds to buy, and you get 12 little stitcheries on there. So I'll show you. Milo, please don't scratch at the door. So I'll show you what I've got. This is my favourite. I love the car with the Christmas tree. So it's a car with a present, a bauble with some mistletoe, a flower and a candy cane, some more mistletoe, a pair of mitts, bells, Christmas pudding, parcels, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, and a Christmas tree. So for those of you that don't know, it's a special fabric. It's called Solvy, and basically it's just water soluble fabric that you can draw or print on. So to buy these, they're quite expensive. So this was 12 or 15 pounds, but because it came from America, I didn't realise the postage was about the same. So this actually cost me about 30 pounds, which after I bought it, I was quite cross that the postage was so expensive, because you can buy a sheet of Solvy and draw these on yourself. So if you've got an iPad or a light box and a book, and if you brought a sheet of Solvy and a heat erasable pen, you could put this on your light box and draw onto these and then cut it out. Or any water dissolvable sticky paper, you could do the same thing. So that's what I'm going to do next time, because I've got loads of books with images in that I would do that with next time. So lots of people have been sticking these onto felt and then sewing through the felt and making decorations. Now I was worried about attaching these to felt and then washing, because what you do is you sew these and then you rinse the felt off. I was worried about that. So I've decided I bought some napkins and I've sewn mine onto napkins. So I've got a set of presents there. That's one I've done. I've done, oh that's not one, no, the other one must still be on the hoop, sorry. So I've got a set of presents. And so I just bought these napkins off of Amazon, I've got a little polar bear. And when they're all done, you just put that part in the water and all this solvay, all this backing will just wash away. And then you're just left with the embroidery. And these can be used time and time again for Christmas. So, and it won't, obviously they won't distort, whereas I was worried the felt would distort. So I'm just slowly stitching away at those every day. Just spend a little bit of time stitching those. So if you have got these and you wanted to make something a little bit different, or you could obviously stitch those onto a piece of linen and make a little project bag or little gift tags. I think they will work better than stitching that onto felt. And I'm just using cotton brode to stitch mine on, which is unstranded embroidery thread, and it's dye far. It doesn't run as well, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, a acquisition. Now, I've never bought this before. My friend Lorraine has had these before. This is from Lucy Locketland, and it's a book and craft club. It's been running for the year, and I've never managed to get it before. But when I saw it was winter solstice, I decided I just had to have this. So this has been out a while now, so I'm going to open it with you. I have opened it and looked at it, obviously, because I've had it for a couple of weeks. It comes in this box. Oops. And it's wrapped in tissue. Let me just get it back to how it was. So it's wrapped in tissue, like this, with a lovely sticker. And when you open it, you're greeted with this little booklet telling you about the book that you're reading and the inspiration around the book. Now, the reason I wanted to buy this one is because the book is Winter Solstice, which was written by Rosamund Pilcher, and it was written about 20 years ago, and it's set in a fictional town, but it's actually set in Dornoch, where I went a couple of weeks ago, as you know, and I met Rosamund Pilcher quite a few times when I was living up there. I served her when I was working at the golf club. She lived there, and I know all the places she talks about in the book. There's nothing exciting happens in this story, but it's just a real nice, cosy, oh, I'm going to sneeze, curl up with a book, hot chocolate, some knitting, by a fire, and just read. It's a nice, really nice, feel-good, happy book. So I had to have this book. I must admit, I read this book or listen to this book every single winter. From 1st of December every year, I read or listen to this book. I just love it. I know this book word by word. I could tell you this story word by word. I could narrate it without even looking at the book. So anyway, so in this box you get a wax melt. I can't smell it through the packaging, but it's a winter spice. You get a luxury hot chocolate. In the story, they go off to the big house and they pick a Christmas tree. So you get these Christmas trees. They've got little holes in them, so I'm going to embroider through the holes with some pretty festive colours to make those look pretty. And then you get this gorgeous skein of superwash merino DK in this lovely gorgeous red. And the project we are making is to make this beautiful hot water bottle, because one of the main characters in the story, when she arrives, she's had a very stressful time, and when she arrives she's not very well at all. So Elfrida, the main character, tucks her off up in bed with a hot water bottle, cup of tea, and sends her off to bed until she feels better. So that's definitely going to be a project I will be making very soon. Now I've shown that to you, I shall wind up that skein of yarn and make that. So I can't wait actually to maybe sit and start knitting on that and listen to the story as I knit that. So that's lovely. Just conscious of the time. I've just come out here today and I've just found my lunar lapping book, and I brought the felt to remake Freya, but she is going to become a giraffe. I'm going to make her hopefully for two people. I'm not going to name names, but I'm going to make her into a giraffe. I've been listening to The French House on Audible. That's a really good story. And I've been reading a very cheesy Christmas book. I brought 3 books from the works, you know, the 3 for £5, seriously cheesy books. And this one's called Let It Snow. And it's a bit like a Hallmark film, you know, girl knows boy, girl doesn't like boy. They drive off to the Scottish Highlands. They're probably going to get stuck in snow. They're going to fall in love, happily ever after. That kind of book. Since I last saw you on TV, on ITVX, Milo's got his head on my lap, I'm going to sleep. I watched a drama called Without Sin. It was on TV last year. As always, late to the party, you know me. But that was really, really good. Really enjoyed that. So I watched that. And I was thinking, and I don't know if anybody wants to join me, who fancies doing a make-along in the new year? So last time I showed you my Peter Rabbit book, didn't I, with my Peter Rabbit characters in. Would anybody fancy doing a Peter Rabbit make-along next year? Now, I just decided last week to have a look at Wool Warehouse, and I wrote out all the yarn I would need to make all the little characters in the Drops Alpaca and the Alpaca, the Drops Flora and the Drops something else and this and that and the other. Well, I hadn't even got halfway through my list and it was already coming out at £70. So I won't be making, if I make them in the real stuff, I will be buying the wool one character at a time. I certainly won't be bulk buying it, but I might have a go at making one just in normal yarn and just making it in normal yarn and seeing what he looks like. Although it is made in 4-ply and I'm not going to have masses of 4-ply, so I might have to buy the stuff but do it one character at a time. Yeah, scrub that. I might have to buy it, but buy it one character at a time possibly. But does anybody fancy joining me for a make-along, a Peter Rabbit make-along in the new year? Maybe from sort of January to spring, we could maybe make a character each month or something. I can't remember now how many characters there were. It could be a longer make-along. We could go much longer than that, couldn't we? No rush, no pressure, just for fun, just supporting each other. It's up to you. If anybody fancies doing it, let me know in the comments down below. Just let me know if you fancy doing it. So I probably now won't be back before Vlogmas because it's only about 10 days now till the 1st of December. But I will be back in Vlogmas. My Vlogmas will be probably the same as last year, so I hope that's okay for everybody. So I'll just pop on each day just for a quick chat, show you my advent calendars, my yarn. I've also got a tea advent calendar, so you can join me for a cup of tea. It's only a cheap one off of Amazon. Show you my yarn. I'm still waiting for my Toft advent calendar to come. I've got my half of my Green Lammikin yarns advent calendar as well. I only got the first 12 days because I stopped that one. Oh, that reminds me, I did, you know, I had the Green Lammikin yarns one last year and I made a cow because I couldn't print the pattern. What I made went disastrously wrong. And Milo was just sitting on the cow that I made. And I love Milo. You know I love Milo. He's my baby. But I thought, he's sitting on £150 worth of yarn there. So one Saturday afternoon, I was watching somebody on YouTube. I think I was watching Crafty Clegg, lovely Jeanette. And I was just sitting there and I was looking at this cow and I was watching Jeanette and looking at this cow. And I just grabbed hold of this cow, found the end, and I just undid it all. And I just undid the whole thing, wound it all back into a ball. So I've got this massive ball of 4-ply. So I'm going to reknit that into something else. I thought, I love Milo. I love Milo to the ends of the earth. But that's a lot of money for Milo to be sitting on. So I will be. So I've effectively got another advent calendar there. So that's it from me today. Sorry it's short and sweet, but I'm just aware of the time and my little girl that tutor will be arriving shortly. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I might get back before Vlogmas. I might do a pre-Vlogmas like I did last year, but I will definitely see you for Vlogmas. Let me know if there's anything you fancy seeing. Samuel will obviously pop up over the weekends of Vlogmas, as he always does. And I will see you really, really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.